Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. We are live. This is a live streaming show, and I'm here for y'all. You ask me some questions, I will give you my answer. All right? It's my hat from Colorado. Yeah, that's right. I used to live in Colorado. Yeah. All right, we got some people in here. Anybody want to say hello? We gotta get y'all so you can see me. You don't want to look at me, you want to look at that guitar. That's where the magic happens right there, see? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, not a lot's going on, man. I'm just chilling out. Doing what I like to do the best. I like to see how many weird sounds I can get out of the... Do the Thomas and Friends song. I don't know that one. I know the song, You Got a Friend in Me. I mean, I don't memorize it. I have like almost 300 songs in my, in the app that I play on, or that I play, you know, my shows with. And as far as memorizing songs, I have like maybe one song memorized. On the Road Again. Let's see. I'm not here to play the guitar too much, though. You guys, I'm just here to talk to you all. What do you guys got going on? Is everybody happy? Everybody having a good week? Is it hot where you live? Bye. How much subscribed? Bye. How much subscribed? I don't get it. Oh, how many people I got subscribers? I have 1,759 the last time I looked. That was maybe about an hour ago. Is that a lot for you guys? Steely Dan, I like Steely Dan. Yeah, he's cool. Right on, man. Are you Steely Dan? We had the singer for Iron Maiden. There was a guy a couple of weeks ago on a live show said that he was with his uncle in the UK and that I recognized his name. I said, no, is he famous? And he said, well, yeah, he's the lead singer for Iron Maiden. Now, you know, I thought about it. I mean, I got pretty excited, right? I'm like, I'm excited. Okay, come on, man. The lead singer for Iron Maiden is watching me, right? That's crazy, man. So I got pretty pumped up. I got pretty excited. And I got to thinking about it later. And I thought, well, I wonder if that's really true. Because really, how can I prove it unless I see the guy, right? I mean, I don't think I'd recognize him, to be honest with you. But unless I really seen him sitting there, how do I really know that he was there? But I'm gonna take the guy's word for it. I'm gonna say, yeah, he was there. That's cool. It's all good, man. So I spent most of my guitar life studying, learning how to read like tablature so you can like play along as you're reading the music, which is, it takes a long time to build up that skill. You have PE tomorrow? That's cool, brother. I hope you're not as bad as I was when I was a kid. I couldn't climb the rope. And then our stupid PE teacher was mean. He said, "Gordy, you can't climb the rope. What are you, a little sissy? Get up there and climb that rope." I said, "I can't, man. I'm fat, dude. I'm fat. I'm a fat little kid. I can't even get up on this stupid rope. How am I going to climb it?" Oh my God, dude. I hated PE. When you're a fat kid and you're the only fat kid in the whole school, PE sucked. That's why I like playing guitar so much. You know what? My guitar don't care what I am. My guitar don't care what I am. It just keeps on playing. So anyways, you know, there's a lot to playing a guitar. You need to learn your basics, right? Okay, so your basics are like your chords, your open chords, your bar chords, and then you have to get good at going between each chord, right? What's that? Oh, do you want to know what the down-to-earth grounding is? The down-to-earth grounding is a organization that is my sister. Don't feel bad, dude. It's cool. And what it is it's a pad that you plug in to your outlet, like the grounding part of your outlet, you know, your electrical outlet, and it has healing powers. So my sister sent us one for Christmas. My wife uses it and says that it does help. She has like what they call restless leg syndrome, where the leg kind of like, I don't know, she shakes her leg a lot, and it does help calm that down. So it does have some healing powers. I'm gonna wrap it around my head one of these days, and then maybe like put something on it, kind of tie it tight. See if it helps my brain. I don't know, man. What do you think? If it makes me less goofy, I'll take it off right away. Someone told me one time, he said, "Man, why you act so goofy?" And I said, "'Cause it's fun, that's why." And he said, "You like being all goofy all the time?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." I told him, "Man, I spent all my life, almost all of my life, I spent either mad, sad, stressed, or double mad, or double stressed." And then I said, "Look, I'm retired, and all my kids are grown up, and I think for me, I'd just rather act goofy. I'm an old dude, man. And you know, that's a good thing about when you get old. Hey, Ricky, what's going on, brother? I watched your video, man. I like it, dude. I like it, brother. I like it. I want to jam out with you sometime. I'll play the guitar. You and I will play. You do the singing, brother, and I'll do the playing. So anyways, I was telling Ricky, I was just talking to the camera, and I was just telling everybody that I spent most of my guitar journey studying and reading books, and I buy these online courses. I'll show you one here in a little bit, and if any of you guys are interested, or girls are interested in learning how to play the guitar, this guy, I mean, when he went to college to be a music teacher and to be a musician, and he is an active musician that has, I know he's got 2 CDs on Spotify, and it's good, man. He plays the guitar very good. He's a good singer. But I would buy courses from him, and I study those courses. And what the courses that I bought were like the meat and the potato courses, you know, the the main thing that you need to learn, right? So he teach like all the bar chords. So you got the 6th-string bar chord, the 5th-string bar chord, and then you learn like your power chords. That's what the rock guys play, is like the power chords. See, and you know, a bar chord is like where you push down all the way down like this, or like that, right? That's a bar chord where you bar like all of the strings. Well, on a power chord, you just do like the string, the top, like the 2 strings. See, so like this is a D, right? No, wait a minute. I got it messed up, man. Hang on. Let's see, D, E. That's an A. That's an A. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So if you want to do it like an A power chord, you put this finger here on the A, and then this finger down here, like on this E. Then you go. See, like that. That's a rocker, man. That's rock and roll, dude. It's like Eric Clapton. That's where you're struggling with the bar chords and the power chords. Yeah, you just got to work on it, man. You just got to work on it. I'm not the best on them, but sometimes when you're playing a song, right? Let's check this out. Sometimes when you're playing a song, okay, now you got an E right here, right? And it goes to A, and then to a G, and then back to the E. So if you're trying to get like those chords in there, watch. If you go like E, and then A, and then G, or yeah, G, and then maybe back to the D, and then back to the E, well, it's a lot easier if you use a power chord. And as long as you're jamming, you know, going pretty quick, it's going to sound good. If you're going slow, they don't really sound as good. But when you're jamming, when you're moving, they sound good. Like, check it out. Okay, so you see that? That's an E. And then you're going to go to like the G, back to the E. See? D, G, E. E, 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 A, G, A, E. E, G, E, D, G, A. So practice that. That's all I have to see you live. Cool, man. Appreciate that. Okay, cool, man. Ask me. Ask me what you want to ask me, man. I'm right here, brother. Here's the guitar right there. I like the guitar. So, in my guitar journey so far, every time I have purchased a guitar, it's because I need that guitar for a certain reason. Like this guitar here, okay, so I started putting on shows at nursing homes, right? Nah. Oh, no, don't feel shy, brother. It's good. It's okay. You want me to I'll tell you about the guitar, okay? Just give me a minute. I'm going to tell you about it. So I started putting on shows at nursing homes. Well, I didn't want to take in a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Usually they sit you down in front of these old people, and you're like maybe 10 feet away, 20 feet at the most. And a lot of times there's only like 15 people, maybe 20 people. Occasionally you'll go into a place that's big and there's 40 or 50 people, and that's like a lot, right? For me, that's a lot. But I started out with my Taylor. Hang on, give me a sec. Give me just a sec. All right, this is my Taylor. Now this truly is a gorgeous guitar right here. This truly is a really beautiful guitar. Okay, so I started out with my Taylor. Okay, so check it out, man. I'm gonna put you guys over here so you can see me better. So check it out. I'm over here and I'm sitting here with this guitar like this, right? And I'm over here jamming, man. I'm reading the music off of my iPad. And I got this little speaker right here. I'm serious, man. That's how I started. This guitar and this speaker. If you go back and look at some of my videos, like when I first started, that's how I started. So, I'm going to get around to it, brother. I'm sorry. I just wanted to fill in the whole story. Okay, so I started like that. And then it just felt like during the show, it felt like this guitar was getting bigger and bigger. The more I played it, it felt like it was growing or something. It just felt so big. By the time the show was over, man, I felt like I was playing a piano. I was sitting on my lap or something. And then I go to the next show, and I told my wife, I said, man, I don't know why, but I never noticed it when I'm at home, playing around with it. I go, but this thing just feels so big. And I said, okay, the next show I'm going to take my Stratocaster. So I took my Stratocaster for a few shows, and that thing is heavy. I said, man, I never noticed how heavy this thing is. And I had my hands would get sweaty, and I have a hard time moving my hand up and down the neck. My hand didn't want to go, like when I went to go to change a chord, my hand didn't want to go. So I had to carry a deal of powder. And so I told my wife, I said, I need a different guitar. I know I don't want to spend the money right now, but I got good credit. I put it on like a payment plan, and I just need a guitar that's light, and something that doesn't like have a finish on the back, if I could find one like that. And so I started looking around. I started like watching videos and stuff, and I come across the Acoustasonic, and I said, I want to check that out. But we live 2.5 hours away from a music store, and I called down and he said, we do have one. You're welcome to come look at it. I have a Martin guitar. I sure do, man. It's not a very high quality Martin, but I do have a Martin. But anyways, yeah, I took a chance on that Acoustasonic. I just ordered it. I watched a bunch of videos, so I said, okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm sure I'm gonna like it, and it's absolutely perfect for the shows because it's light. The neck's not finished. It's got like an unfinished neck, so you can tell me your time about Johnny Cash. I want to tell you about that in just a minute. Hang on. Anyways, to the guy that wants to know about the Acoustasonic, I love it, man. It's a good guitar, but every guitar is for a reason. You know what I mean? If I play this guitar again at a show, I'm not going to plug it into an amplifier because it has an absolute gorgeous sound. Well, when you plug it into an amplifier, you lose that sound. It don't sound the same as what it sounds. The sound that's coming out of this hole right here, okay, it don't sound like that when you plug it into an amplifier. It just sounds different. If I take this to a show again, I'm going to set a microphone up right here. If you ever see somebody playing an acoustic guitar and you wonder why would they put a microphone up here, that's why. Because if you want that acoustic sound, that's where it has to come from, is this hole. The sound hole. It don't come from the amplifier. It's going to sound okay, but you're not going to get this acoustic sound. Okay, let me put this guitar up. I have guitars and I have guitar stands all over. I have a couple in the living room. I have 4 or 5. I'm not trying to brag or anything, guys. Like I said, every time I bought a guitar, it's because I needed it for a certain reason. Okay, so here's the Acoustasonic, man. All right. Now, the one thing that's really nice about this, you see this right here? That's where you charge it up out. So you don't have to put a battery in it. You just you charge it up. When it's charging, the light turns red. When it's all fully charged, the light turns green. And I think it's supposed to be good for like, I don't know, 20 some hours. If for some reason it starts to go like dead, which I can't ever see that happening, okay? unless you just forget to charge it. But you can plug it in, and the JBL speaker that I use, it has a USB port. So you can plug it in as you're playing and charge it as you're playing. So, yeah, so I'm a Stratocaster guy, right? Um, I really don't have the desire. I used to want a gold top because that was like the first Les Paul they came out with was a gold top. So for a long time I wanted a gold top. But after I spent so many hours and years playing my Stratocaster, I don't know, man. For me, I think I would just rather stick with the Stratocasters. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if I was out, somewhere, let's say I was out and just went into a music store or a pawn shop or something, and they had one like real crazy price, I'd buy it. If it was some kind of a Gibson, or one time we were in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I don't know if you guys ever heard the brand Duschenbach. It has like a D. If you see it, it'll have like a D like up here. I forget the name right now. I'd have to look it up. But supposedly there was a music store that sold those guitars, and I wanted to go look at them and possibly buy one. So we drove all the way across town, and we found the music store, and the guy said, "Oh no, we don't sell those anymore." Nice. I told him, "That's real nice, man. Why do you keep it on your website?" You know what I mean? I drove all over town in all that crazy traffic because you have it on your website that you sell these guitars. So why don't you take it off your website, man? That's not cool. Anyways, let me look up the guitar real quick. Uh, uh, it's something like Duschenbach. TAR. You guys help me out. Yeah, I'm not finding it right now. Joe Walsh plays one. But anyways, we'll get off of that for a while. I'm pretty much a Stratocaster guy for life, I think. I just love the way they fit. But let me get around to why I bought this guitar. Okay? So, you see this pickup right here? This is a humbucker. Okay? The other guitars don't have that. The Acoustasonics, I'm not for sure. I'd have to look at the pictures of the guitars, but the Jazzmaster was the only one that had the Acoustasonic. I mean, Acoustasonic. The Jazzmaster was the only one that had the humbucker. So that's why I went with this guitar. I don't know. I just wanted to try it, and it looked cool. So you got a Washburn? That's cool, man. That's cool. All right. That's cool, man. So I noticed you're a pretty young guy, right? That's a good guitar to start out with. And as you get older and get better, especially when you start making a little money, then you'll see. You'll start getting something a little more expensive. My first guitar, I paid $125 for it. I've still got it downstairs. It's still in the exact same condition it was the day I bought it, about 15 years ago. So, and that's something, man. Your first guitar, you probably won't ever want to get rid of it. I mean, that's how I am. I don't play it. I've actually robbed a few pieces off of it. Oh, let's see. Which guitar did I have that? Actually, my Taylor. On these tuning pegs. I don't know if the Fenders have them or not. Yeah, they do. Underneath these tuner pegs are little pieces of like a washer, like a little plastic washer. Well, on my Fender, I noticed that a couple of them got cracked. So I took some off of that. The first guitar I ever bought was an acoustic Fender acoustic, and I took some of those little washers off of there and put them on my Taylor. Okay, let me read some of this stuff here. Yeah, yeah. I mean, cool, man, cool. Your first guitar is an Epiphone. I have an Epiphone downstairs too. That was my first electric guitar. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. Like I say though, when you get a little more older and more into the guitar and all that, you're going to see, man, it's an addiction. It's like, I don't know, you probably don't have any tattoos, you're pretty young. But when you get one tattoo, you want another one, right? That's just how it is. When you get a guitar, after a little while, you want another one. And I was watching a video. If you guys like watching YouTube videos, look at Vince Gill's vintage guitar collection. Okay, if you want to write it down, write it down. You're a country guy, you should know who Vince Gill is. And that guy's got he's got a major, major collection of old vintage Martins that one of them, he said there was only 42 of them made and he's got two of them. So that could kind of give you an idea. That guitar is probably a $50,000 or $60,000 guitar. Yeah, you know who Vince Gill is? He's my favorite country artist. He won an E35. Okay, that's cool, man. I wanted one of those too. Um, so some of the blues legends, Freddie King, especially, I know Freddie King especially, and then B.B. King. That's what they play. So they actually have one, a Gibson ES, and it's a Freddie King. I mean, it says like on the guitar, it's a Freddie King model. And I thought, yeah, man, I'll check that out. Oh my God, they're expensive. Yeah, they're up there about maybe 6,000. And I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna spend that much money on a guitar right now. But my yep. Um, Travis Tritt. Oh, that guy's an awesome guitar player. He's a real good guitar player. I watched one of his shows live. I think it was on a YouTube video, but it showed like, I think it was about an hour long of him playing. Gee, he's an awesome guitar player. He's a good singer too, but his guitar playing is really nice. Kind of lost what I was going to say. Oh yeah, my next guitar, I'm going to build it myself. When I was in the very first years of my guitar playing, any Gary Moore fans? You mean Pink Floyd? Is that who you're talking about, Gary Moore? Oh yeah, he's cool, man. I like Randy Travis. Yeah, poor guy. Had that stroke. That kind of messed him up, man. Strokes are a scary thing. Um, so when I first started in my guitar journey, I took my Fender acoustic that I paid $125 for. I took it to a guy that had a music store in Greeley, Colorado. Little shout out for anybody that's in the state of Colorado. I lived in Colorado for 32 years. Okay, so I took my guitar down to him and I asked him if he could put new strings on it and polish it up for me and all that. And, oh, you know what? I take that back. It was the Epiphone. It was the electric guitar. I took that down to him and asked him to check it out because I bought it from a pawn shop. And I asked him if he would put strings on it and polish it up and check it out. Make sure everything was, in good working order. And he told me, he is a kind of an old hippie dude. He said, man, I could make that guitar into a wonderful guitar. And I said, really? How's that? And he goes, oh, you bring me any guitar and I take and put all new parts in it. And he said, yeah, you can build your own guitar and pick out your own parts from different companies. It doesn't have to be like all Fender or all Gibson. You could get like, what's that one brand that's pretty, is it PRS? I think it's PRS. But you could buy some of their parts, or you could buy some parts from any guitar company that you want. But my next guitar I want to build, so I kind of got that idea from him, right? But I want to build a Stratocaster, but I want to build it, every part I want to buy individually, like the body, and then I want to pick out a neck for it, and then I'm going to ship the body to a place where they're going to paint it, because I want it like in a red metal flake. And then for the pick guard, I want to have the pick guard special made out of red chrome, and then on the bottom I want to have it engraved with I'm not going to tell everything because you guys might take my idea. But I'm going to have a little bit of fancy stuff done on the pick guard, like have it engraved like some stuff right here, like a little picture. And so I'm a big Wizard of Oz fan. And the guitars, I'm going to name the guitar Dorothy. And on the back plate, like right here, I want to do the red chrome on the back plate. And then I'm going to have them put Dorothy on there. But I'm going to buy the best parts, the best pickups, the best, how do they call that, potometers? I have a hard time with that word. But, yeah, I'm just going to hop that thing up, man. I'm going to make it like the baddest Stratocaster you ever seen. When you plug that thing in and hit it, I'll be like that guy on Back to the Future. You know what I mean? I go flying across the room. What guitar is that? This guitar here is my Acoustasonic. I like it a lot, man. It's so light. This is the lightest, probably the lightest guitar that I own. For putting on shows, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. But like I was telling someone else, I can't find a cover for the sound hole. I don't know if they make them or not. I haven't really looked that hard. I looked maybe once. That's about it. But this thing don't hook up to a pedal board good at all. When I hook this thing up to my big amplifier, my pedal board, it's bad, dude. It makes all kinds of real bad sounds. This feedback is terrible. It's got microphones inside this thing and pickups inside of it. And it's not good at all. Not at all, man. But so I can get around on my chords pretty good. I can read music, the tablature. After I learn the song, then I could read it fast enough to play along, with it. I can read the chords fast enough to play almost any song. And I'm starting to add some new chords. Hey, Ricky, do you know anything about the Cage system? Okay, so on the Cage system, it's something that you can learn real easy. Honestly, the fundamentals of the Cage system, you could learn in about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. But you have to practice these chords to where you can go to them fast, right? With no hesitation. And there's a few chords that most people don't play. And then when I'm still working on those chords right now. I can show them to you real quick if you want. I have not heard of the Midnight Blues. You play guitar? Cool, man, cool. Real nice. Do you know the Cage System? Any of you guys know the Cage System? I'm going to write that down real quick because I like looking at new stuff. And I haven't heard of that Midnight Blues, but I'm gonna look it up. You know, when I first started these talk shows, that was my idea mainly, was to get a group of guys that play guitars or, you know, just play music. I'm trying to read that so I can write it. And then Joe. Okay. I'm going to check that out later. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate the turn on. Okay. I will definitely check it out, man. I will definitely listen to it. I definitely will. But my idea was, if I could find a group of guys or girls, or, you know, women, whoever, just musicians in general, that don't have anyone to talk to about music, then we could all like form a group and we could all meet here a couple of times a week, and we could all talk about like, you know, what kind of strings do you use? What kind of picks do you like? What kind of guitars do you have? Kind of like we're doing right now. So that was kind of like my thing when I first started this show. My favorite song. Oh my God, dude. Whew. There's too many of them. Someone asked me that the other day, like, what was my favorite song? I don't really know if I actually have a favorite song, but my favorite artist is Eric Clapton. I'm a big, huge Eric Clapton fan. And I was watching a couple of videos earlier. I went to eat dinner kind of early today because my wife had to go to a doctor appointment out of town. We were kind of hungry, so we went and ate at Freddy's. Any of you people like eating at Freddy's? I got so full, man. And after that, we ate a little dessert. Man, I was so full. But I came home and I was laying on the bed, and I decided I'd watch a little bit of music, you know, while I was just kind of laying there chilling. And I watched some Vince Gill. Now I watched a video of Vince Gill playing with Eric Clapton, Vince Gill, Sheryl Crow. And I was telling my wife, I said, man, that Eric Clapton, he is a guitar god. He literally is a guitar god. You're watching while you're doing your homework. That's cool, man. Maybe you'll learn something. Hey, if you don't play an instrument, that's going to be my advice for you, man. Pick up an instrument. Go down and get you a guitar. Start out with something, you know, $100 range, $150, $200 range, and go from there, man. But you won't regret it. It's not easy to learn, but it's fun to learn. And it's kind of like a puzzle. Look at it like it's the biggest puzzle you'll ever put together. I'm gonna go listen to some Eric Clapton. Listen to Motherless Child live. That song kicks some butt. I got about probably 10 Eric Clapton songs. Hey, look what, I opened my phone, look who pops up. Eric Clapton. I'm telling you, man. Them smartphones are smarter than I am. How'd that phone know I was talking about Eric Clapton? Tell me that. Let me look on Spotify real quick. I'm going to give you some really good Eric Clapton songs. Also, and I mentioned this before, like Kenny Wayne Shepherd, that guy's a monster on the guitar, man. Crazy good. And then Kingfish, he's a real heavy set black kid. I don't even know how his chubby little, I hope he don't get on here. Sorry, Kingfish, don't come after me, buddy. But he's got little sausage fingers, because he's a real heavy set dude. But man, oh man, his little fingers move fast. What'd you say? Oh, it spies on you? I think it does. I think you're right, man. I don't know, man. You gotta find some of Eric Clapton. Okay, here's the one. Motherless Child. See that? Motherless Child live. Listen to that song. That rocks out pretty good. Some of the songs that I've been working on from Eric Clapton, I actually put a video on last week of me doing Eric Clapton. It's Sweet Home Chicago. And let me see real quick. I don't want to spend the whole time looking at this, but I got a bunch of Eric Clapton songs. Okay, when Eric Clapton first got started, he formed a band called Cream. It was Eric Clapton, and it was Steve Winwood. I think Steve Winwood played the bass, but he also does play the guitar. And Eric Clapton played, like, you know, the main guitar part. So that's Cream. So they're the ones that performed like Layla. I know that they did that. Hang on. I'm not really sure what all songs that Cream done, but they done a lot of the Eric Clapton songs. Yeah, listen to Motherless Child. Listen to some of Eric Clapton's songs are more in the rock category, but most of them are in the blues. And he's a fantastic guitar player, man. So you figure he's like probably in his 70s, I'd say. Let's find out how old is Eric Clapton. Frankie, quit doing that crap. My dog sits there and licks himself, licks his paws and stuff. I told him to quit doing that. Let's see how old Eric Clapton is. Eric Clapton. I think he's in his 70s. 80. Wow, dude. Okay, Eric Clapton's 80 years old. He's probably been playing since he was about 10 years old, right? So he's been playing the guitar for what? 70 years. So, and he's been touring since he was a teenager. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's people that'll play the guitar probably faster than him, but as far as like being so connected with his guitar, I don't know if there's anyone that's more connected than him. You're 5:45 a.m. Where are you at, brother? Do you know any song by Zach Bryan? Zach Bryan. Zach Bryan. Who's Zach Bryan? I've heard that name before. Is he country? Hey, what's up, man? Zach Bryan. Yeah, Zach Bryan's country, right? I'm not a big country guy. So, hey, how's it going? Whoa, we got a guitar girl on here. Ben's Guitars and more. Cool, way cool. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate that. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. My name is Robert, and my channel is Guitar Journeys. And I started this live show because I don't have anybody to talk to about guitar stuff, right? And when I start talking about guitars, people look at me like I'm an alien from outer space. And I'm thinking to myself, am I like acting that weird or what? What the heck, man? I just wanted to tell you about my guitar and what I play and where I play, and if you want to come watch me sometime. And oh yeah, you're the Pakistan guy. Hey, what's up, brother? Man, don't you ever sleep? Well, you can sleep later, dude. You'll give it an 8.5 out of 10? Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, man. I mean, that's cool. Check out some more of Eric Clapton's music. Like I say, you can find some music from Eric Clapton that'll literally put you to sleep, right? I mean, it's so mellow. But then again, you can find some of his music that'll just rock your brains out. Literally, you'll say, whoa, that is some heavy, heavy guitar playing. He's just definitely an awesome guitar player. Check out like some of his guitar festival. He made he had okay, so Eric Clapton has a rehab, and it's called Crossroads. And he started that long time ago. And every once in a while, he'll have a real big concert. And I think it's to get money to fund that rehab facility. I think maybe he has more than one, like in different cities. But so that he'll put on, they call it a Crossroads Guitar Festival. I know he's had at least 2 of them. And then they make DVDs. But if you go onto YouTube, you can watch some of the videos off of that. I think it was in 2007. 2007 Crossroads, maybe. But man, there's some good stuff on there. Real good stuff. But I was talking earlier about where I was at with my guitar playing. Okay, I've got to the point where I can go to all the chords. I'm still struggling with these down here, like, your G, your D, your A, B, C. That came out just funky, didn't it? A G, a D, a A, B, C. I feel like I'm in Sesame Street, man. But there's a lot of chords down in here. See, this is past your 12th fret, right? On a lot of guitars, you can't even get down that far. But on this thing, you can get all the way down to the last one. But there's a lot of chords in here. Okay, see, this is your G, your A, your B, your C, your D, E, F. And then if you want to go here, you go like, there's an A. No, not an A, an E. A E, F, a G, a A, a B, and C. So there's a lot of chords down here. So a lot of the songs I've been playing lately, they'll go like right here, like to the, if you guys can see me good. Let me put my little stool over here. Oh, I'm going to give you guys another little tip. Get you a little stool to put your foot on a stool to raise your leg so that your guitar sets up here like this. You don't want your guitar like leaning down, like falling down. So if you get a little stool, I don't want to tip that. I might knock my iPad off. But get you a little stool. This little stool is about probably 6 inches high, which is perfect. I found it in the thrift store for about $2. Do I like listening to who? I don't think I know that guy. I don't think I know him. I'll tell you what I do, honestly. I get all my music off of Spotify. I pay the premium price, the monthly price, so that I don't have to listen to no commercials. I have some Bose Bluetooth headphones that are very nice. And when I want to relax, my back gets to hurting me, I go lay down on the bed and I put on the headphones. I go to Spotify and it's got an area in there that's called Discovery. And they kind of put songs in there that they think I might like. And so I listen to these songs, and most of these songs I never heard before. And that's what I like. I don't like to listen to the same old songs over and over and over and over and over again. It's like watching the same movie over and over and over again. So I like to listen to songs that I've never heard before. And usually within about a couple of seconds, I say, yeah, I like that. And I put it in a playlist. right? You put it in the memory banks for later. I put it in a playlist, and I listen to some more. I put about probably 20 songs in a playlist. Then I go back and I listen to those songs. And out of those 20 songs, I might pick 5 or 6 that I say, now I want to spend some time learning how to play that song. And then that's just what I do, man. But my thing is when I go out and start playing in front of people, and I got a 3-year plan, and I'm going to do it. I'm not going to play the same music that I play at the nursing homes. The music I play at the nursing home, I've built that around people that are 80, 70, 80 plus years old. When I played Sweet Home Chicago the other day at the nursing home, everyone just, I looked around to see like how they were digging it, and they were not digging it, man. They were all looking at me like, come on, dude, really? You're gonna play that crap over here? Let's see. I don't even remember how that song was going, but kind of like a blues, a blues shuffle. Like that, kind of like that. No, when I play for them, like the last show that I put on, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I do that too, man. I have some earbuds, and when I go to the rec center, when I'm like walking on the treadmill, pumping up some weights, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel lost if I don't have my earbuds. And I do the same thing when I have my earbuds, right? I listen to that Discovery. Either that or I go to the playlist that I put in. And that's the music I listen to. But it's mostly blues. I'm a blues guy, man, through and through. I do like... I was a heavy rocker, man, when I was a teenager. When I was in my 20s and 30s. I was all into rock and roll. That was it, man. Rock and roll forever. Rock and roll will never die. I listened to the Iron Maiden. I listened to Ozzy. Yeah, I was into some pretty heavy. Blue Oyster Cult. Go check out some Blue Oyster Cult, man. Nazareth. They got some good tunes. But when I was in my late 30s, I kind of discovered the blues. And I said, well, I never really knew there was a difference. Because I've loved Eric Clapton for all my life. I just figured he was playing like rock and roll. It was either hard rock or soft rock. But most of Eric Clapton's music is the blues. So anyways, that's my blues lesson for today. Go listen to some blues, guys. I think one person that is pretty well known is John Mayer. I know a lot of people like John Mayer. For me, most of his music that he writes, songs that he puts out are a little too mellow for me. But John Mayer is kind of a blues player, and he's a fantastic guitar player. Okay, guys, that's enough for that. Okay, I've been trying to tell this, and I keep getting sidetracked. What I'm working on right now is soloing. Okay, that's where I really lack, is soloing. So I describe soloing kind of like this. Say you're on a merry-go-round, right? And the merry-go-round is going, and it's going at a pretty good speed, okay? And then you jump off of that merry-go-round. And then when you jump off the merry-go-round, you go like the opposite direction of where the merry-go-round's going like this, and you go this way around the merry-go-round the opposite direction, okay? And then, all of a sudden, you decide you're going to jump back on the merry-go-round. That's what soloing's like. So you're in the middle of a song and you're jamming away, you know. You're just jamming. You look out there, people are looking at you, and you're thinking, oh man, their solo's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Okay, I'm on the E. Okay, it's coming up. Where am I gonna go? Okay, you're on the E, right? What you want to look for is your root notes, right? Okay, here's the E right here. There's the E. Okay, go down 2, go over 3, there's another E. So this is your E chord. You can start right there with box 1. Okay? Then slide right into your 2. Go over to your 3. If you're in the 1 there, you want to go to the 5 over here. Back to the 1. From the 3, you go to the 4. From the 4, you go to the 5. And then if you want, you could go, instead of playing the 4, you could go to the 1 right here. Back to the 4. And yeah, man, you just have, but here it's, so you got to learn your pentatonic boxes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Okay, you got to learn those. First, learn them in, start with the A minor pentatonic. Learn that. And then after you learn the A minor pentatonic, and you can play them, all the scales, and you got them memorized, then move it over to your G. Do your G minor pentatonic, and each note, you could just do all those notes. You know, instead of doing an A, do a B. Instead of doing a B, do it. You could come down here and do the E. After you get all that, the minor, to where you can go to everything and you know it really good, then you got to learn how to play them in a major. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys, especially you guys that are just getting started, but it's something to check into, okay? Watch some YouTube videos, watch some guys explain it to you. Like I said before, this is your A right up here. Learn that. That's the first box. That's box 1. That's 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Learn that first. That's your first scale you want to learn. What have we got going on, guys? Did you finally go back to sleep or what, buddy? Come on, somebody say hello to me. Somebody say something. So check this out. Do y'all, anybody recognize it? Anybody recognize that? Why is math stressful? Oh man, I was really good at math. That was one of my best classes because I didn't have to read. Until I got to the point where they started doing all the decimals, and then they started getting into like algebra. Oh man, I was lost. I couldn't figure that out. I could not figure that stuff out. My brain just shut down. It said, I can't do it. I don't think my brain was made for that crap. Metal? You want some heavy metal? So Heather, I had the singer from Iron Maiden on a couple of weeks ago. He was with his nephew, and they were in the UK, and the guy said, hey, I'm here with my uncle. He named his name. He said, my uncle wants to say hello. I said, cool, man. Should I know that name? He said, yeah, he's the singer for Iron Maiden. I said, well, that is a trip. That really is. I definitely jammed out. Iron Maiden wasn't my favorite band. I'm not going to lie and say it was. But I did spend some time listening to Iron Maiden. 666, the number of the beast. Oh, man. Yeah, we jammed out on some Iron Maiden. Let's see, what was that one song that I liked? Stranger in a Strange Land, I believe it was. Yeah, it was a pretty decent song. You guys want to see the song that I've been working on the longest? That I'm almost to the point where I can play it flawlessly and comfortably. But, you know, it's different when people are watching. I've been working on that song for a long time. A very long time. I'd say too long. Too long, man. Too long. You weren't made for math. You weren't made. Oh, videos. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's a nice thing that you guys got that I didn't have. You can probably go and watch videos on it. Yeah, they didn't have that when I was a kid. We didn't have phones, man. I mean, you had a landline at home, and most of the time ours was like a party line. You pick it up, you could hear other people talking. You have to wait until they get done talking. When I was a kid, a teenager, I'd say, hey, could you guys get off the line for a minute? I need to make a phone call. And my mom said, stop doing that. I said, well, I want to use the phone. And she goes, that's not how you do it. She goes, you wait until they're done. Don't ask people to get off the phone because you want to make a phone call. You just use Google. That's smart, man. Tell that guy up there. Hey, did you see what he wrote? He uses Google's Lens to help. I know when my daughter was in school, she said they let him Google stuff. And I said, how are you supposed to learn like that? She goes, it's the same as looking it up like in an encyclopedia. Okay, I guess. This is some Jimi Hendrix stuff. This is like... Let's see. Man, I'm messing it up. I don't even remember what they call that. But I do not earn any money right now. Let me write that down. I'm gonna write down these songs. So here's the thing, guys. Right now, I don't make any money. off of my guitar playing. When I go to the nursing homes, have you ever heard the term earning your chops? Paying your dues? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm earning my chops. I'm paying my dues. I'm paying back, you know? And it's helping me to learn how to play in front of people, because playing in front of people is way, 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 way different than playing by yourself at your house, or maybe for a few friends or your family members. When you get in front of a group of people, and I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but it's totally different. Everything that you know, everything that you practice, for some reason, it's gone. It's not there anymore. And it's different. It's real different. You get, like, the nerves take over, man. And you're just all thumbs. You can't play. And the first time I tried to solo in front of people, I couldn't even find the string with my pick. That's how nervous I was. I'm writing it down, and I'll go check it out, okay? I promise you I'll listen to it. My kind of woman. My kind of woman. I promise you I'll listen to it later, okay? Why you not listening to it right now? Let me tell you why I'm not listening to it right now. Okay, YouTube has very strict rules. You can't play any music on a live stream. Okay? Any music that's not your music, if you wrote it or you have the rights to it, I mean, you can apply for the rights to certain music to play in your videos, but they're very strict about you playing music. That's why I don't play no music on my videos. If I could, I probably wouldn't even talk. I would just sit there for an hour and just jam. But they copyright it, and they say right on there, this video will not be used to monetize. So I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. You're asking me about earning money. That's how I plan on earning money, is off of YouTube. I'm trying to write down the name of this guy. Hang on just a second here. Hang on, I'm trying to, where's that coming from? I kind of went from DeMarco. Okay. But that's why I don't play music. I'm trying to get I have to get 4,000 watch hours in order to get monetized. Right now I have 400. So I figure at 100 hours a week, if I'm lucky, it's going to take me a couple of years to get 4,000 watch hours. So I come up with the idea to do like live talk shows, but I can't really play like music because I don't know if they don't give me credit for the time that I've been talking for an hour and 13 minutes. If I don't get credit, if I don't get that hour and 13 minute credit, then there's no reason I shouldn't even be doing it. When are you going to live stream again? I'm gonna move my Friday at 5 to Friday at 7. So I'll be live streaming Friday at night at 7 o'clock. Okay, and I might do something during the week, like maybe, what is today, Wednesday? I might do something in the morning, or maybe Friday morning. I'm trying to get as many hours as I can. I want to get, I got like I'm thinking maybe in about a year, I should have 4,000 watch hours in about a year. So then I can start getting a little bit of money off of YouTube. I don't think that YouTube pays a lot for what I'm doing. I'm expecting maybe like 100 a month or something like that, maybe 200 a month to start with, until I get better. When I get better, people watch me more. The more people watch you, the more they run ads on your videos, and that's how you get money off of YouTube. You're in India, cool. 6:41 a.m. right now. Okay, it's 8 o'clock right here. I am in Kansas, in the United States. Look it up, man. We're right in the middle of the United States. It is 8:11. But you guys tell me songs that you like and people that you like, and I'll go listen to it. And I'll tell you guys that I like, and you go listen to it. And yeah, we'll have fun listening to each other's music. I know guys that never got out of the 70s. And that's all they listen to, man. Classic rock, the 70s. That's it. Same music every day of their life. Same music. Or they might listen to some country, from the 70s. But they never go out of that. And I'd say, there's so much music in the world, man. Go explore. Have fun, right? Go listen to somebody you've never heard before. Listen to, all types of music. And just see what's out there. It's a whole nother world, man. 612 in Pakistan. Dang, we're almost like completely upside down, huh? Play Eagles rock? Oh, man. You gotta be very careful playing the Eagles on Spotify. You will get a strike. I played Peaceful Easy Feeling. And I put it on YouTube. And I didn't even know I had a strike, to be honest with you. And I got on my computer one day and I was checking some stuff out and it said, you have one strike. And I said, what the hell's a strike? Is that good? I got a strike, is that good? And I went and read on it and it said, if you get 2 more strikes within a certain amount of time, we're gonna shut off your channel. I said, well, that's terrible. How the heck did I get a strike? What did I get a strike for? What did I do? And then it tells you right down there for putting on the Eagles song. About, I don't know how many years ago, but I definitely seen it on TV. Eagles went to court. And it was all over TV. They went to court because they didn't want nobody redoing their music. They didn't want nobody messing with their music. The guy said, we spent way too much time and we put way too much effort into our music. We don't want nobody messing with our music. That's our music. So, whatever you do, don't put no Eagles on YouTube. Taylor Swift is the same way. You have to check and see. Like when you put a video on, in the studio, YouTube studio, right before you publish it, it'll tell you whether it's okay to put that video on YouTube or not. So check it out. Some people's music, you don't want to mess with it because they'll give you a strike. You can only get within a certain time period. Okay, like you get 1 strike, it goes away after a couple of months. It'll go away. And if you get another strike, then it goes away, you're okay. But if you get 3 in a row that stay on there, then you're in trouble. Any of you guys have any, you have to explain to me what's Eagle Rock. I went on about the Eagles, but I don't know what Eagle Rock is. Is that a song from somebody? Time difference is crazy. Yeah, time difference is crazy. It sure is, man. When we flew to California a few years ago, it only took us like a few hours to get there. And it's crazy, man, because you lose 2 hours. And when we got off the plane and we got our rental car, and we started driving, I looked at the clock and I'm like, what the hell? That's weird. I thought it was like, I don't know, it was in the evening. I said, I thought it was 7 o'clock. I go, it's only 5 o'clock here. And it messed me up, man. You know, when they do the daylight savings and you lose an hour or you gain an hour? Well, when you go somewhere and it messed my mind up, man. And then we were there for about 2 weeks, and then when we flew back, same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, I just lost 2 hours of my life. That's funny. Do you guys watch my videos? I had some really good videos. My last two shows, I'm really getting better, man. My last two shows were really good. My last show that I put on Monday, I'm not gonna say all the women that work there, because it was in a nursing home. They have like CNAs, housekeepers, nurses, but there was a lot of the staff was dancing, and they had the old people like up in their walkers and stuff, and they were dancing, and I looked at them and I said, I do believe we are having a party. It was fun, man. I really felt like I looked at my wife was recording me. She had my phone on a tripod, and she was sitting there recording me, making videos while I was playing. And I seen that look in her face, man. I seen it. That look like, dang, he is going to do it. He's going to do it. Because I keep telling her, man, one of these days I'm going to be so good. I'm going to go out and I'm going to play like at car shows. I'm going to play like at little county fairs. I'm going to do some street performing like in New Orleans and Houston, Texas. And I seen that look in her face. First time I seen that look. But I seen it. She said, dang, he's going to do it. I am going to do it, man. Anybody can go play. Anybody can play out on the street, but you have to be good if you want people to stand around and watch you and film you and take pictures of you and put money in your tip jar. You got to be good. I was in New Orleans, about 10 years ago. Man, there's some good. Look, check that out on YouTube. Look at street performers in New Orleans, or street performers like in Houston. There's some guys, there's some kids. There's some women, some girls, some teenage girls that are doing street performing. They're good. There ain't no joke, man. They can play good, they can sing good. So my thing is, when I go do some street performing, yo, what's up, brother? Daniel, what's going on, my man? But yeah, I play out in like this little town where we live. There's another town where there's about probably I'd say around 50,000 people. Sometimes I go set out in the parking lot of the store when my wife goes in the store. She likes to go to the thrift store, do her shopping. She can find some good stuff in there. But while she's in there doing that, I sit out in the parking lot and I play my guitar. I take that little speaker I have and I just sit out there and play. And already, man, people come by and take pictures of me and make videos of me. So, you know, I'm okay for here, but I want to be a lot better when I go to like a big city. I don't want nobody going, boo, you suck, man, get out of here. I don't want none of that crap. I want people to go, dang, that old dude is good. Let's see. Hang on. I messed it up. I started. I messed it up, man. And that's the main solo from Hotel California. But yeah, all right, guys. So we've been doing an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a long day. And looks like y'all are getting a little bit pooped out. What's it say? Wait, was there really that big of a difference between India and Pakistan? 4 minutes. Yeah, man. I mean, this guy that's from Pakistan, he said it's 6 o'clock a.m. over in Pakistan. So there's a big, huge difference, man. It's almost like, okay, here it's nighttime, and there it's getting ready to be daytime. So we are completely turned around. So that's a big time difference. All right, y'all, I'm going to get on out of here. If you guys want to come back and do a little more craziness with me, Friday night at 7, okay? I was doing Friday nights at 5, but it doesn't fit into my schedule too good. I usually go to the rec center and exercise, and I don't usually get home until about 5. So it's kind of putting me in a tight spot. So Friday night at 5. I just got done saying 7. Friday night at 7 o'clock, and be there, be square. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining tonight. I really do appreciate it. You guys go check out my YouTube channel, watch some of my videos. If you want to see me playing, I have probably, I have a couple of 100 songs that I've played. So you guys go check me out, all right? This is what I do, man. This is my thing. All right, man, later. Thanks for watching, guys. See y'all Friday at 7.